bills folder, then we have electricity, we have hot water. So let's get started with electricity. And also we have this one called end of lease. I'm gonna add here Harvard, yep. And then we're gonna say probably electricity, and then hot water. There you go. So what we are doing here, we're gonna use some of these templates that we have in here. Apparently we have this template that is called current bill calculations. I'm not sure if that's the most accurate one that we're using, but probably that's the one that we're gonna have to open and check if that is correct. So we have this template in which there is a couple of files, like a couple of tabs or whatever we call them in here. So we're gonna use our consumption of electricity. I wanna check which one is the one that is correct. So I have, this is the template pretty much that we're gonna be using. And I'm gonna be using this template to calculate those charges that we are aiming to charge. So this is our consumption of electricity, just the template, and then we should have another file with the overconsumption of hot water, where pretty much this is the one for electricity, and then we have the overconsumption of hot water, but this is the template. So let's put them together. I haven't managed these files for a while, so I just need to check them and see everything is correct. So let's get started with electricity. So pretty much with electricity, we're gonna see that we need to find the most the bill that it's covering most of the period for which this tenant has been occupying or occupied the property for. So we have, this one was the most recent one that we invoiced here and that we used for, like, you know, for the previous calculation. But now we have one more recent, which is the one from the 7th of June to the 5th of July. Probably this one is the one that we're gonna be using for calculating the charges for this tenant. So pretty much we need to open the bill, and we need to see what is exactly the period for which we are being invoiced, because those details need to be added to the actual template. So in this case, what we can do is we say, okay, this is what's going on here. We have this invoice that it's about for the period between the, hold on, it takes forever. I don't know, it's because when we do these videos, it takes forever to update forms and everything. 7th of June to the 5th of July. So those are the dates that we insert in here, 7th of June, and then we say 5th July, and then the total bill amount was 7304, 73.04. Then this calculation gives us an estimation of the property total consumption charges for the month. Then this is the amount that we sponsor per month for electricity, which is $65. So the total property overconsumption for 30 days is this amount, which is already being worked out in here based on the details that we have. And then we have property overconsumption charges per day. So these are the details that we're going to be using for calculating the charges for this tenant. So once we are here, you're going to see that we have the start and end dates of the tenant. So in this case, it's going to be Harriet. And then if you want to put, and then we're going to say the start date is pretty much from the 5th of June. 5th of June to the 18th of June, which was the day when she vacated the property. So we're not charging her for any more than that. Total property overconsumption charges per period are calculated. Then we have 14 days in this case. Then this is the amount in total, which is divided in 4 people. Actually, she only needs to pay $123. It's not actually much, but we're gonna be pretty much invoicing her for that amount because it's at the end of the day, it's gonna add up for, like, you know, future reference. So I'm taking a screenshot of these calculations. So once we do this, we just simply need to take this screenshot. Once we have that screenshot, we're gonna be adding that screenshot to the end of these calculations in the folder that we just created right now. So pretty much we have, this is this invoice. We're also gonna copy and we're gonna paste on the end of these calculations. So we have Harriet, electricity, this is the invoice that we're using. And then pretty much we took a screenshot that it's been saved in my laptop in desktop. And then once we are here, you'll see that we have these calculations. So then I'm just gonna name this as calculation. Then that's pretty much everything that we need to do for electricity. And then if we want to revert this back so the folder is empty, we can do it. Otherwise, we can just leave it as it is and just modify it every time that we need to do something. Probably I'm just gonna leave it as it is right now, and then I'm gonna continue with this. I'm gonna change the name of this as for template, something like that, and the same thing for this one here, because it gets confusing. So with the hot water, we need to do the same. So we go and search for the property, and then we have bills, hot water, and in the hot water, the most recent, and this is pretty much the one that is associated to what we have for her. So it's the same thing. We need to open the bill. We need to check the period. So 5th of June to the 2nd of July. 5th of June to the 2nd of July. And then we have the total bill amount for this one is $87.22. $87.22. Then pretty much all the calculations are done in here automatically, and then we have the start in this case is different, which is the 7th of June. So we go and say, hey, the 7th of June, and then we have the 18th of June, and then that's pretty much the amount. So we just need to take a screenshot of this. We say, okay, this is the amount that she needs to pay. Then we go in here, we cancel this. We go and say, hey, let's take, come on, I did it wrong. Then we go and take this screenshot. Pretty much that's done. We come and do the same. So we copy and paste this bill so we know which one is the one that we're using for calculating this end of these calculations. And we come in here and we select the one that is correct. So we say calculations. Actually, this is hot water. And in this case, probably we can do the same. Electricity. That's pretty much what we have. Now what we need to do is we actually need to create an invoice in Release for charging here for those amounts. So if you come here to invoices, you need to go to new invoice for tenancy, and then you're gonna follow the process. So the invoice is being generated. Let's create that one as of the 18th of June. So we're just gonna create that one as of the 18th of June, and we're gonna put it as a due date on the 18th of June as well, which was the day when she vacated. So now we're gonna say here, electricity city over some charges, and then we put a period which is from the 5th of June to the 18th of June. 5th to the 18th of June, and that's pretty much that. And then we're gonna copy and use the same information here, and then we're gonna put the amount, which is a very small amount, $1.23, $123, and then we have account, electricity, income. That's pretty much that. And what we need to do is we need to drag these two files in here so we know that this invoice, when it's sent to the tenant, she's going to receive it with all the information associated to it. So we're just waiting for this to save. Probably it's not going to take too long. Let's wait. Great. So now we go and save and approve. Now that this invoice is saved, we can continue and create the next one. So we'll say, please don't take forever. Then we're just gonna create another invoice for the hot water only. We could have created that one in the same invoice. Well, I didn't do it this time, but I will do it probably. Well, we actually can do it. Let's try it because that one is already in there. So we know that this one is $123. And then let's edit this one and add the second amount, which is pretty much the same thing, but electricity and hot water. The reason I don't do it that way, yeah, that's pretty much why I don't do it together, It's because I like when this description is the description that is shown when we are checking the calculations that were completed in the tenancy history.